Good morning. Today is April the 1st. It's the first day of Veda. Veda is vlog every day April. I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but I'm going to try. It's not to be confused with the Vedas. The Vedas are the earliest literary record of Indo-Aryan civilization and the most sacred books of India. They are the original scriptures of Hindu teaching and contain spiritual knowledge encompassing all aspects of our life. I believe that they dated the Vedas clear back to 1700 BC, which I find kind of interesting. Today I'm gonna sit and crochet, start another baby hat. Been working on baby hats past couple of days. I've got about 15-20 done. Yesterday I kind of messed around and worked on my sweater. Sweater's done. I'll show that in the regular podcast. What is with all the ums? I find it interesting that so many people participate in Veda. This is not only knitting crochet podcast, sewing podcast, some quilting podcast, as well as a few what I would call just plain crafting podcast. I find that very interesting that so many people participate in it. It's kind of an interesting concept to try to vlog every day. Of course, Kendra over at Happenstance Place, this is old hat to her, so she's just used to doing that every day regardless. Today is Sunday. I hope you had a great Easter. For those of you that participate in Easter, for those that don't, I hope you had a wonderful day. Here, the temperature was 52 degrees. It was very nice. And tomorrow we're supposed to get about 4 inches of snow. So, April Fool's Day, right? I've watched a few new podcasts to me. One is called The Fiber Hustle. That's two males that have the podcast. And they actually, one of them sews, one of them knits and loom knits. So it's a kind of interesting concept. They've got, they're both very well knowledgeable in their own skill. They do support each other, and I think that's fantastic to support each other in their different type of skill crafts. You don't always see that with a lot of married couples, mainly because, one of them's spending a lot of money on stuff. Like me. I did order some Edamo, the tulip hooks, the black, that are like this. I find they give my hands less stress when I'm knitting. I do like the Clover Amore, which have the big fat. Now that my hands are getting old and crunchy, they don't really like having to use just the plain steel or aluminum hooks. I can't handle those anymore. My hands cramp up. I purchased, as for knitting, I purchased a 12-inch size 6 circular needle to do some baby hats on. It almost killed me to knit with that hat, with that size needle. My hands were cramping. I just found it very uncomfortable. So I've gone back to using my size 6, 16 inches. That just means I have to use double pointed needles sooner, and that's okay, because I can knit hats on double point needles as well. We're looking forward to doing hats for May, for Memorial Day. So we're doing hats in red, white, and blue. We're using a variegated red, white, and blue, and then also just plain red, white, and blue. A few of those hats I've put some stars on. They're kind of cute. So it's just a little bit of fun going on. Today, after I make this next hat, because I've already made about 6 this morning, I'm going to dive into my stash over here and see what needs to be worked on. I know I have the February lady. I know I also have the Tunisian crochet that I was doing one of Eohibi's knees. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Shawl. I need to finish it. It's been languishing over there. Even though I can't get any answers for a question I have about the math on it, I'm just going to forge ahead and it'll be what it's going to be. I've got two knitted shawls that are just plain shawls I need to get finished. And I have a scarf over there that I need to work on that's knitted. So I may have to put the crochet away for a little bit and just work on doing some knitted things. Which, I don't know what it is. I go in phases where I do a lot of crochet, and then I go in phases where I do a lot of knitting. Does anybody else do that? Alright, well, that's it for now. I'm going to close, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.